Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, July 12th. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us. Yes, we took down our 8th and 9th tickets here for the big one today. That's why we're doing a video today, amongst other reasons. It's a fun slate. I am going to do MLB first. There's more people who are interested in MLB, and yeah, but I have a lot on the line today in the WNBA, so we'll be talking about that quite a bit at the end. Underdog and DraftKings as well. Also, I did this earlier without the volume working, so if I sound like I'm moving on quickly or tired of saying something, that's possibly why. It's the second draft. Normally, I don't do a take two in winter. That happened, and we were just done with that episode. You almost got that today, but I got enough time. So yeah, I was looking back at yesterday's slate, and long story short, fives and fours were both fine. There was 1-3 stack up here in the top 20. I was also in the top 20, so I guess that was part of the earlier brag, but it's kind of, yeah, it's like 13th, I think. Oh no. Hmm. Rank Bone Dog. Where's Bone Dog? Where's Bone Dog? Control F, Bone Dog. Wasn't higher than 13. Hmm. Is it this one? That's not, yeah. It's this one that's for some reason not showing up on the list of, I don't know what's going on there. But that's mine lineup here, 49-8, and almost everybody went bonkers. And yeah, it was tough there at the end because guys had a chance to actually win me the slate, in those last couple of at-bats, and they don't. And then you're just sad and it's over. Okay, so for today's slate, first of all, you start off with the weather. Don't really think much of this matters. Yeah, I don't think any of this at the moment is going to stop me from playing a pitcher or a batting stack. It doesn't look like we're going to have game-ending rain or long enough delays early enough to mess up starting pitchers. I did take two of Ballpark Pal's adjustments for runs, Kansas City and Boston, both to 5.4. I think it's 5 point something more granular than that, but I guess it only keeps one digit, so good for them. I don't understand. I thought I had Boston. Oh, whatever. Lineup exposure, stack wise, a lot of KC, a lot of Toronto, a lot of Miami. Didn't get to any Boston even with changing their runs, so they must be priced to the absolute moon, and or have high ownership nonetheless. We got Reagan's, Crochet, Peralta, Manaea. Just play the good pitchers. Don't get cute. That's my general strategy in baseball. Don't get cute. With pitchers, get cute with stacks because any team could randomly drop 11 on a random night. No pitcher can randomly go out there and get you 10 Ks. You need a special pitcher to go out there and get you 10 Ks. Yeah, as I mentioned, a lot of my thoughts here are coming from Ballpark Pal. If you're playing the early slate, you probably get a little bit of that Phillies action. Now moving on to talk a little bit about the WNBA for myself, for everybody. We've got an interesting slate. I'm expecting Nalyssa to be out. The spread indicates this. Otherwise, it would be very close. Maybe Minnesota would even possibly be favored. So 6.5 points. That means no fee. I wouldn't expect it either. We're getting towards Olympic break. She needs to recover. Looking at the totals, the highest total game is also the closest game. So you want a lot of Phoenix and you want a lot of Indiana tonight. It's going to be an interesting one. Aces Dream, if you think it stays close, you get to some aces, you get to some dream, but possible blowout. And who knows? Who knows what's going to go on there. So let's talk a little bit about my ownerships in the big tournament. I got 9 of these, so you can do the math yourself. Get into a lot of Herbert Harrigan, assuming she starts. She looked great the other night. That's kind of a lot. I'll probably come off that a little bit. Dorka, best play of the slate. Also, this is game set. Yeah, just the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, Asia are my 2 preferred spend ups. Griner is also good. Lloyd's good, but they're more mid-range build. Lexi Hull, in case you want to go double punt. I like double punt a little bit today. Double punt did just win. So, paying attention to what just won last time we had Caitlin Clark on a slate. Alana Smith, Kelsey, SDS, Copper. These guys are all fine plays. SDS and Copper, Copper's priced up, not quite prohibitively, but a lot. I didn't get to any Cloud. You can get to Cloud if you want, but that's just for leverage. She's way overpriced. Zandy, fine. Taking shots, 15%, 5 to 15% of a shooter is always fine. Jo, same general principle. Maya Caldwell's getting the minutes. Courtney Williams is getting the minutes. Alicia Gray will have the opportunity to keep it close. We're going to need either Alicia Gray or somebody as a run back, probably, although I think Asia will probably get there even in a massive blowout. Okay, let's look at one lineup, and starting with what I would consider to be a core. You start with Dorka, you start with Herbert Harrigan, and then you get Asia, or you don't get Asia and you get 4 studs. So you get Asia and like 3 mini studs, or you go 4 full studs. So, Nneka, Ezzy, Tina Charles, Griner. I wouldn't take Nalyssa today. If she starts, maybe she's sneaky. But if she doesn't start, she's not sneaky. She's a bad play. Fagbenle is out, so I don't know. And what about Gustafson is back? Okay, so the Stokes play isn't as solid. There's still competition for those minutes. Dixon, I saw got waived, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she got waived, so don't play her tonight unless they re-sign her before the game. Don't think that's gonna happen, so don't play her. She's multiple. Also don't play her even if she was available. Let's see. So then guards. I guess I haven't mentioned the guards who you might add to this lineup. I mentioned Cloud being overpriced and probably not going to get there. Clark is overpriced, but what could she do? I think she's figured something out in terms of how the pro game works, not in a micro level, but at a macro level, like strategy throughout the game. She knows to go for assists early and then later in the game start filling up the stat sheet with rebounds, with points. They need you to take the shots at the end, Caitlin. You get it? Yes, she gets it now. So the way you get to take the shots at the end and not be considered a ball hog is to spread it around at the beginning. So I think she can keep doing that, and I think she's a fine value. It's toss up her and Asia for me. Play them both in some. I got 3 out of my 9 lineups have both her and Asia and double punting. So that's where I'm at. My double punts, you saw Maya is down here. She's a little more expensive now. If you want cheaper punts, Lexi is where you're going. Destiny Henderson did get her contract picked up again in case she starts, or you want to, what kind of minutes she getting? 10? Game log. 20 in the last 2 games, 20 minutes a game. She's not going to do much. She's a point guard, so some assists. Don't expect a block. I think that'll be sometimes. But yeah, she's probably fine if you wanted to take a shot. And she might win you the big money. I don't think Berger's been getting in the game ever in recent memory. Yeah, don't do that. Hull has. She's the play. Destiny's fine. Wallace, minutes are falling. Martin, too much competition. Whitcomb, maybe a flyer. I don't know. None of these guys feel good. So for me, you're playing these 10K guys. More of your J-Los, your J-Os, your J-Los, your Alicia Gray is fine, like I mentioned. KP's like a little bit not as great these days, but watch her be optimal. Diggin Smith could be great. McBride is got the team to herself, could smash, right? Didn't she have one game where she shot well and won me money? No, could have won me a bunch more money, I guess. But yeah, so I don't really care who you pick in those 10s, but I think you got a lot of choices around the 10s. So for me, sometimes Asia, but you see, and sometimes Caitlin Clark. Let's see. So 2, 2, 4, 7. 2 of my lineups are fading both of them. So 2 of my lineups are exclusively mid-range. 2 are just Caitlin, 2 are just Asia, and 3 are them together. So that's kind of what I think for the slate, because the rest of these guys are like, who knows? They're a grab bag of guys. But those 2 at the top, they're not the same as anymore. They're those 2 at the top. Like I told my brother to get that MVP Caitlin Clark bet in, and now we got Asia. Like, is she questionable? I didn't think she was questionable. She was bleeding from the face. Wow, she's cool. Not even questionable. I guess it must have been a flesh wound or something. I don't know. She didn't look. She finished the game and I guess did great, right? Like she still smashed. Yeah. So she got mad. Is what happened there. But yeah, it's gonna be more of a blowout type game. Last 2 blowouts, I do. She did fine against Indiana, but there's more subtext there. Washington blowout limited to 26 minutes. Dallas blowout limited to 31 minutes. You can see yourself. I can see more the case for fading Asia Wilson, because when we go over here to the minutes for Caitlin Clark, have a look. 38, 38, 38, 39, 38. She's going to be out there, man. And yeah, they might get blown out, but she's going to be out there 38 minutes because you know who people came to see? They came to see Caitlin Clark. And you know what she's doing? She's doing fine. Put her out there. So like her floor is like 33, 38, I guess. She could get fewer points in more minutes is the worry because we're not going to see any of those 30s, right? In Asia's game log. So, you know, that's the worry with Caitlin. She's got a tougher way to get there, but she's getting like on the year. Let's look at her game log. We don't get on the year average. Yeah. I don't know. I think that was against Las Vegas. She got one of those 30s. The other one's Seattle. Phoenix is just, yeah, against Phoenix here, 44. And that was with her shooting 2 for 10 from 3, 4 for 14, one of her worst shooting games of the year. So this is what I would say is her floor tonight. Like 44. Maybe she gets 44. That's her against Phoenix last time, right? But what if she shoots 50%? Like she did in the last game? What if she shoots 44%? Anyway, I'm just saying, like, it's not, she's gotten a double-double in the last 4 games. That's going to happen again. She might get a triple-double, pushing it with 9, pushing it with 12. It's very possible, particularly if Nalyssa doesn't start, they're going to need her to rebound. I don't know, guys. I can't be talked off the train at this point. What's this tickets? Why do I have tickets with a quote? Oh. I don't want to leave the site. Okay, they got that hosted somewhere else. So underdog, got a different set of value. I'll just talk about it a little at the end. Obviously, I have way more on DraftKings today. But Chelsea was going way too late, in my opinion. She's projected for 20 points, but I think she's still trying to stay warm for the Olympics. So I think they're going to push her for 30, 32 minutes. She could go for 30 easy. I think probably 26 is what I put a median. So like way under projected on there. So same deal with Dorka for most of the time. She was being massively under projected. Now they've got her correct. So I'll just stop doing drafts probably. Herbert Harrigan, same deal, going absolute last round. Smash play, 25 minutes. I mean, like she should low 20s probably for a median, but average would be a little higher. Is that how that works? I'm not sure with this kind of distributions. I think the average might be higher because she's got mega upside games in her after what I saw last time. You know, we get more, and we don't even have to have foul trouble. We got people sitting injured. We don't have that many people available. Rebecca Allen, that was mostly yesterday. I'm not sure. Like the minutes have been 20, 20, 20 for her or something. Like I think they might have her on a limit. So I'm not getting there generally. I got to go work out in a sec. So let me just say up here at the top, out of ADP order, I guess, with Kalia Copper. What did I say on? I already did this video. So I said the people who are projections were too low, Nneka, Ezzy, and Haley Jones. Too few minutes on Haley Jones as well. Nneka and Ezzy just are not being projected to face no feet. They're being projected to face feet, like Minnesota or something. It's a different defense here. Projected too high, Kalia Copper, Cloud. That game is a good one to target, but they're projecting them for like 40 points or something. So let's go have a look at what it actually is. Yeah, 37, 39. I mean, what do they got? What's the actual median of their last 3 games? Okay, 40.5. So that's probably what they're doing is they're getting the median from the last couple of games or something, but really it's a little lower. Cloud's median is 33. So, you know, like I don't, 37 is a lot for her. It could happen, you know, particularly with their situation, but she's got to do a lot of things to get there. You know, it's not like with big guys, you just got to get points and it's over. This is kind of where I've wound up a lot of, you know, as a result of what we were just talking about. Yeah, I already showed this to you in a different way. Let's see, drafts, maybe do a live draft or something. Is that something anybody wants to do? Let's see. Drafts, WNBA. I don't normally do it on, actually, I haven't ever gotten this to work, so we'll see if it works. If so, congratulations. If not, oh no. All right, I'll do one draft. If it's filled, we're waiting. I'm not waiting. Leave draft. Well, we tried. We might try that again sometime with a live show. I probably will do a show with Cody on Sunday, presuming that, yeah, I'll probably have the time for that for basketball. So yeah, we finish up today by saying you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us, and boy, $70,000 on women's basketball sure would be nice. Sure would be nice. Let's have it be us.